colleague overturning his 2021 acquittal in a decade-old case. The court said it was convicting Tejpal under sections of Indian law pertaining to rape and sexual harassment, which implies that he faces a minimum punishment of 10 years in jail and a maximum of life imprisonment. Tejpal, who has consistently denied the accusations against him, can however appeal against the verdict in a higher court. And now to sports. Defending champions Super Falcons of Nigeria have advanced to the quarterfinals of the 2026 Women's Africa Cup of Nations WAFCON ongoing in Morocco. The Super Falcons defeated Egypt 6-2 in their final group game last night to confirm their place in the quarterfinal. They will face Cameroon on Sunday for the quarterfinals, of course. And now before we bring you the heart of the matter, let us remember to tolerate one another and be agents of positive change in the society. Now, in the heart of the matter for today, Fumilola Obagbayegun of our Current Affairs Unit writes on checkmating frequent building collapse.
Building collapse has become one of Nigeria's most disturbing urban tragedies. Hardly a year passes without reports of buildings giving way, leaving behind deaths, injuries, destroyed property, and grieving families. The collapse of a three-story building in the Alakija area of Lagos State in June this year, which claimed several lives and left many others injured, once again exposed the dangers of poor construction practices and weak regulatory enforcement. Barely a year before the Lagos incident, another building under construction collapsed in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, highlighting that the problem is not limited to one state but has become a national concern. Experts have consistently linked many of these incidents to the use of substandard building material, poor workmanship, disregard for approved building plans, and inadequate supervision by qualified professionals. Another major concern is the increasing number of distressed and aging buildings that continue to house residents despite visible structural defects. Such buildings become death traps when timely repairs or demolition are ignored. Government regulatory agencies must intensify inspections at every stage of construction. Buildings that fail to meet approved standards should be sealed, while developers who violate regulations should face stiff penalties. Only qualified architects, engineers, builders, and quantity surveyors should be entrusted with construction projects. Professional standards must never be compromised. The Lagos State government recently attributed recurring building collapses to violations of safety regulations and the reoccupation of buildings that had already been declared unsafe. This highlights the importance of obeying official directives on stressed structures. Members of the public also have an important role to play. Residents should promptly report buildings showing visible cracks, excessive tilting, or other signs of structural weakness before disaster strikes. Financial institutions should ensure that construction projects they finance comply with approved building standards and engage certified professionals throughout the construction process. There is also a need for continuous public enlightenment on building safety. Awareness campaigns can help property owners and tenants understand the risk associated with unsafe structures. A nation cannot achieve sustainable development when preventable disasters continue to claim innocent lives. Safe buildings are essential for protecting lives, investments, and economic growth. The recurring cases of building collapse should serve as a wake-up call to governments, developers, professionals, and citizens alike. Preventing future tragedies requires collective responsibility and unwavering commitment to safety. As Nigeria continues to expand its cities and infrastructure, strict compliance with building regulations, regular inspections, and accountability must become the norm. Only then can the nation effectively checkmate the frequent collapse of buildings and safeguard the lives of its people.
That script on checkmating frequent building collapse was written by Fumilola Obagbayegun of our Current Affairs Unit and read by Belinda Quadri. So, and the news here on Premier FM, of course, the news at 11 from the stable of Radio Nigeria. Here again are the top stories for the day. Nigeria Immigration Service, NIS, has assured Nigerians that passport processing and issuance remain fully operational across all passport offices nationwide, as well as designated Nigerian embassies and consulates abroad. Oyo State Governor Engineer Seyi Makinde has called for stronger collaboration between government and faith-based institutions to build a just, peaceful and opportunity-driven Nigeria. And on the foreign scene, we told you that an Indian court has found a journalist, Tarum Tejpal, guilty of raping a former colleague, overturning his 2021 acquittal in a decade-old case. All right, for any information, contact us on these numbers, 0802 334 5294 and 0803 242 9552, or visit us at number 617 Jibo Crescent, Yagonko Quarters, or by Dibingpe Road, Old Baggy Dugbe, Ibadan. You can also track us on www.radionigeriaibadan.gov.ng, X, Instagram, and Facebook at PFM 935 Ibadan. That's the end of the news at 11 here on Premier FM 93.5, as edited by Oluwakayode Banjo. My name is Emilia Ujimudia. Thanking you for your time. Akojopo Iroyin is next, and Elizabeth Idube is here.